So here we are. This is actually not my first take. I usually don't do videos twice, but damn, I just can't get my thoughts straight in my head, and I haven't really stopped to think for this one either, so prepare yourselves. Here we are, Squid Trainer review. This one's been a long time coming. I did the unboxing like, what, 9 months ago, and people have been asking for the review ever since. I promised I would do one, and here it is. This thing is fucking amazing. I love it. I have never flipped something more durable. It's got perfect balance. It's got a pretty nice weight to it. It's cheap as all hell. I mean, God, it's $150. Blade Runner Systems budget knife is $225. That's their absolute budget. Not to like smash Blade Runner Systems or anything. I love the guys, and I understand blade steel is different than just regular old steel. Whatever this is made of, it doesn't really matter because it's a trainer blade. Do have a few gripes with it. For example, the spine is not crowned when you get it. Easy mod to do. You should do it. Yeah, to all of your ballets. It's a lovely thing to have for flipping, for sure. Not a question in my mind about that. I will always crown my ballets, unless, I don't know, I might not crown my Alpha Beast when I someday get one, God willing. Anyways, back to the Squid Trainer itself. Sorry, I got mud all over my hand. I did like a little example showing how durable this thing is. I didn't care to throw it at the ground in my last take. I might post that, probably not. Okay. My other gripe is that the bottom of the handles are a little bit sharp. Not like they're not going to cut you, but they kind of dig into your hands after you flipping for, you know, hours and hours straight. Let me readjust my camera here. This is really digging into me. After you're flipping for hours and hours straight, it'll dig into you. I rounded mine out a bit. Okay. There are a few like little design things that I really like on this too. For example, on the top, how the kind of blade section really wraps around with the pivots here. I don't know, I just think that's kind of neat. Also, the holes, these two holes, if you have the balisong closed, wow, I'm walking through some brush. These bars on the outside line up perfectly in those holes. See if I can show you guys. So that's kind of hard to see. And I can't see my screen at all, so, but in those holes, yeah, you can see it. That's cool. The overall look, honestly, I used to hate it, but I love it now. It's got this really, it's super unique, obviously. I mean, tell me if you've ever seen anything that looks like this. I think it's very industrial looking, which is cool. Also works with Squid Industries. Yeah, it looks funky. I like how the blade looks just as long as the handles, and that's because it pretty much is. I mean, this thing comes nearly down to the handles. It's just aesthetically pleasing. The more you look at it, the nicer it looks. The lines, that just is a continuous theme. The holes up here, the holes here and here. It's nice. I like it. He doesn't have a bladed version out yet. Something he's mentioned possibly doing in the future. I know I made a blade for my Squid Trainer this last summer. Oh, it looks like some sort of bird died. Huh. And it was awesome. I mean, it's really, this flipper is so good. These handles are perfect. It's on the ground. Channel construction, I love it. Ooh, damn. I'm just gonna go ahead and use that same excuse in my last video. It's freaking cold out right now, so I might not be the best at flipping this very moment. Anyways, yeah, this thing's durable as all hell. I let my friends who are terrible at flipping flip it over cement. I don't care, because I know this thing is gonna come out perfectly fine no matter how many times they drop it from any height. Literally, they can throw it way up in the sky and it can land on the pavement, and I know that it's gonna flip just the same as it did before. I carry this thing every single day. I've dropped it probably thousands of times on every ground imaginable, except for lava. Don't usually flip over lava. And damn, it is durable. I mean, the only reason I want to get another one is so that I can have like a variety, because I want to have one anodized and one not anodized. That's also true. I want to get another one really badly, actually. I want to get just a regular stock one and anodize it myself to be olive green handles, because I dig that color. It's like my favorite color. Yeah, in case you guys were wondering what my favorite color was. Oh boy. Okay, I completely have lost where I am, but let me think here for a moment. These pins in here, they're press pins, I think. They're never falling out. They're never coming out. In fact, this thing is so well put together that when I was making my alt blade for it, it was hard to get it apart. I had to really work it. He puts a lot of Loctite in these, unless you're getting it internationally, then I believe he ships them in separate parts. But they come very Loctited, so I don't think you'll ever have to worry about it coming loose on you even. Mine comes loose on me now that I've broken the Loctite and not put new Loctite in there. But even with that, it comes loose very slowly. So, I don't know. I never had any looseness before I took my screws out and broke that Loctite. Anyways, handle length, I believe 5.5 inches. That's pretty darn standard. It's a very good length. Very good length for every type of flipping. This thing is perfectly well rounded. Other than the fact that the handles aren't round, haha, and the spine isn't round, ha. But other than that, like flipping wise, weight distribution, overall weight, it's well rounded. It's a little bit lighter than the Replicant. And by the way, I hear people comparing this to the Replicant all the time. I wouldn't say it's as good as the Replicant, but it's pretty damn close. Obviously, the Replicant has bushings, which is nice. I think the Replicant flips better overall, but this is a top tier flipper. That's what it's built for, and that's what it is. And it really meets that. Let's go back up. Maybe I'll do some flipping when I get up to that spot again. Or maybe I won't wait that long. Whoa. I'm gonna spill my coffee, yo. Me. Crossroads. Also, in I think one of the previous batches is the only time these stickers were going out, but some asshole named Spasm Fingers designed these really neat stickers, and if you see them, you know somebody's gonna represent, and so that's where it's at. I'm just speaking words now. Hey, let's do some flipping. I'm just gonna end this off saying this thing is badass in every way. I will probably buy one again. It's not just a 10 out of 10 would buy again. 10 out of 10, I will be buying another one of these eventually. Don't know when, but it's gonna happen. Yeah, these are badass. Okay, let's get into some freaking flipping here. This looks like a fine spot. Okay, let me just warm up these old Spasm Fingers here. Alright. Hell yeah, that went down well, first off. I've been really getting into double aerials lately. Ow, that would have been a nasty cut, but you see, it's a Squid Trainer. Yeah, so I didn't slice my hand off. Oh boy. Oh, I could totally tell. You know what, I'm just gonna go for it. I've got a story too. So anybody who stuck through that long flip session is in for a treat here. Squid Trainer, man, story. It's a story. Here it comes. As some of you know already, I'm at college now, and that's pretty neat. I've been getting a lot of my new friends up there into flipping. A few of them have bought BB barflies. Those are also great flippers. Hella heavy though. I mean, holy mackerel, those things are made of lead. God, jeez, oh my, they're not lightweight. But they definitely do the job, and they're cheap. Those are nice too, but this isn't about that. Anyways, me and one of my friends were eating our dinner, I believe, or lunch, I don't know, some sort of meal in the cafeteria, and we're flipping our knives, but except for they're not knives, because I'm flipping my Squid Trainer and he's flipping his BB barfly, and we're just messing around, having fun, passing these around to our other friends who also suck even more than us, and everybody's flipping, chuckling, having a good time, and this dude comes over. I mean, he's clearly older than us, but he's not that much older, because I think he's probably like a junior or senior at the college, and he's like, yo, you know what? Can I ask you what that is? And I was like, oh yeah, it's just a toy. And he's like, well, it looks like a butterfly knife. And I was like, well, yeah, man, it's supposed to. You know, it moves like it's not like I'm gonna hurt anyone. It's not like, I mean, it's not real. And then I did the whole pretending to cut my hand thing that probably just freaked him out more. And he's like, you know what? I've been watching you for like 5 minutes, and people have been looking over in your direction, and I think they're scared of you. I was like, okay, yeah, man, I'll put it away. You'll never see it again. Of course, you know, that's not true, but turns out he was like not an RA, but like a level above it, like the resident director. So he was the RD for not even my residential area. He was the RD for the residential district or whatever next to mine, but I guess we shared the same lunchroom, and he was losing his shit, dude. He was just like, you know, you can't just be flashing your weapons around in public like that. And it's like, dude, it's not a weapon. Anyways, if I could go back, I would have said like, what, you think I'm a threatening person? How does that make me feel? Or some shit like that, just to mess with him, because he was being a real bitch. But that said, it probably isn't the best idea to go flipping around in a lunchroom. But I mean, for fuck's sake, we had a big group of just chuckling folks, and they were just having a good time. This guy's all worried or some jazz. I guess that's all there really is to that story. This review turned into not a review pretty much at all. Lovely. Good balisong. If you can manage to get your hands on it, it's not going to be easy, because when they come in stock, they sell out. I believe the one that I got had like 100 or 150. I think it was 100, because there were 50 anodized that were selling at a different time, but it had 100, and it sold out in like 2 minutes. And I'm just glad I got one. Other than that, this balisong sounds very good. I mean, you have a chance to get one that rings, like the blade kind of rings like a tuning fork, which is cool. Mine did that until I crowned the spine, and now it just sort of barely does that. Sad, but also whatever. But even without the ring, it just sounds so good. Make sure to keep your balisongs oiled. You can use like the Blue Lube or the Bones Speed Cream for skateboards that I use. Anything works. Yeah, this thing is amazing. Well worth every cent and more. I mean, props to Lucas. He makes a great flipper. And that's where I'm going to end this video. Molly, come here. Come here. Say goodbye to the video. Oh, pop. Oh no, my coffee. Alright, that's all, folks. Peace out.